Hello and welcome back to a renovation update. I've got to be honest, I've really struggled with the motivation to record this video because it feels like not a lot has happened since I last posted a renovation update. And I've taken a long time to think about whether or not it's really worth it. But I've decided to record just a short update for the beginning of November because some things have moved on, and I reminded myself in the end that I started recording these videos as a journal of the process, so that I had something to look back on and remember all of the things that we've achieved. So not to capture those changes seems to sort of be a bit disingenuous. So I'm back with a quick update on the renovation. I think the last time I saw you to talk about the renovation, I just started working in the laundry room, which is behind me. And I was talking about taking down the inner door because the doors and windows had just been replaced with new triple glazing. And the plasterer was coming. So, actually, that's quite a lot of things that's happened. I think the last update was maybe beginning of September. So yeah, quite a few things have happened. Let me flip and show. So this is the reveal so far on having taken out the door. That was the old door that used to sit, where you can see the line in the floor, where that used to sit. That's come out, so I've now got a nice big hallway downstairs, and the plasterer has been. So where this used to just be exposed brick, it's now a beautifully plastered wall. And the sun is shining, the windows are filthy. I am recording this video completely on a whim because the sun was shining. So yeah, you're just gonna have to take us as we find us. The laundry room has also moved on. It's not finished, but it's working really well. I love being able to have somewhere to hang the laundry to dry inside, where it's not just like lying around the house on laundry rails and clothes horses or hanging over doors. And yeah, I've made such good use of it. The has been fantastic. If you would like to know where I got mine from, then just leave me a comment and I will share the link. I have intentionally started recording whilst the laundry is here, by the way, so you can see how that looks. But we've also got a sink. The sink took ages to arrive, but it's already really handy. You can see that it is housing my chili plant. These were just very, very basic taps from Screwfix. Gives it a bit of a retro vibe. And quite frankly, at this point, I've run out of money. The plasterer cost more than I originally anticipated. And so everything's just a little bit on pause whilst I save up some more funds to go for the next phase of the project. There's a few things that we're still carrying on with, but I think at this point we're mostly paused until the new year. The plasterer was definitely money well spent. I'm just going to flip the camera and show you the living room. So again, the chimney has been plastered and rendered out. I actually have the tiles. Oh, the dog has stolen some cat food. Have the tiles. Even rummaging the recycling. Have the tiles to do the grate. So that should hopefully happen at some point. But I'm really, even if it was a bit more expensive than I'd budgeted for, the finish on the plasterwork is ace. Look how beautiful the day is. Not something I can really show you, but the central heating is working. I was really starting to panic that it wasn't going to go back on before it started to get cold. Still haven't quite worked out what's the optimum settings for it, which is why I'm currently wearing this giant jumper over the top of another jumper, because it's really quite cold, despite the fact that the weather looks ace. I've also got a new radiator. The radiator was a bit of a saga. I feel like everything that we've done since last time I recorded has ended up being some kind of a saga. And then, not related to the renovation, but I do have a pumpkin that I'm hoping, this is the sunniest spot in the house, and I'm hoping that it will ripen. And then the dining room. I'm still completely in love with these patio doors. Best decision I have made. But more plaster work has been done. So these rooms really are just, these rooms are just ready to decorate, which is another problem because I really hate painting. I thought that there was nothing worse in renovating than having to constantly strip wallpaper, which I'm still doing. Still haven't finished stripping all the wallpaper in the house. But really, I hate painting. I cannot motivate myself to paint. There's loads of painting that I could be doing. And I'm just really struggling with motivation at the moment. Especially motivation to do things entirely by myself. My dad's been a bit distracted at the moment. He's got a new project. He's moving house himself. So he's not around as much to keep me going, and not really around at weekends, which is the only time I have. So I'm just sort of looking at all of these jobs and feeling massively overwhelmed at the moment, and I don't know where to start. I'll get there. I will get there. I'm not giving myself too much of a hard time about it right now. Until I can afford the next phase, then it doesn't really matter if things delay. But there's been some big expenses. Setting up the laundry room was quite expensive. We started that way ahead of schedule, so that was everything that I spent on that room so far was unplanned. The plasterer was unexpected, and then it wasn't unexpected, it was inevitable, and then unexpectedly more expensive than I thought it was going to be. The cost of the radiator and just a few other bits and bobs like outside of the renovation has absorbed all of the finances for a while. So I think that there's not going to be a lot happening between now and the new year. I've got a few days that I need to take off before Christmas, and I hope to get at least a mist coat on these walls, just to kind of, because the raw plaster will really suck up the paint. So I just want to put a first coat of quite a well watered down paint into there as a nice base to then put some colour on. I'm actually, as much as I have been really appalled at how much wallpaper I've had to take down in this house, that was all horrible wood chip stuff that was really hard work. I vowed never to put any wallpaper up in this house, but as time has gone on, I felt a little bit braver, and I am starting to think that maybe some nice statement wallpaper in a couple of places, like in this room, would not be a bad idea. Although this is technically the dining room, I'm actually convinced now that I will turn this into my office, and so I'm going to build a big library bureau type unit on this wall, and then this will be the room that I work in all day with the beautiful view out into the garden. And I think that like some nice statement wallpaper here, or maybe on this side by the window, of make it quite a luxury office space. I'm feeling that might be a future. So we'll see how it goes. I like, one of the good things about this slower pace of renovation and doing it myself definitely is that I get to change my mind as many times as I like. So if I want to paint it, if I want to wallpaper it, if I want to paint it and then wallpaper it, I kind of can. Not locked into making all of the decisions up front or worrying about those decisions being the right decisions. I've got plenty of scope to make changes. Like over here, see, where we realised that there just was not enough electric points in this room for a modern house. And so we could dig out some more. So while I'm a bit disappointed that I'm not going to be in this living room for Christmas with a nice warm fire and snuggly sofas and all the things for Christmas this year, I think there is definitely still hope. Good things have been happening, and maybe even just recording this video has helped me reignite a little bit of enthusiasm and might help me get over this motivational hump. But I think that's really all the updates for now. So I will be back hopefully in another month, and maybe something else will have happened. But if not, such is life. Thanks ever so much for watching. Bye.